now we're going to take and we're going to put like all of these skills together. We're going to do some multiplication. We're going to do some addition. It's going to be amazing. All right, so check this first one out. It says distribute when there's a term out front. So do you see that square root of 16 times the quantity of the square root of 6 plus 3? So look at that for a second and just make a plan. What would you do first? There's two things that I would see you might do. A lot of people are like, hey, I would just distribute it, to which I say, yes, great idea. And if you start there, totally fine. At the same time, what's the square root of 16? Yes, I would say take that square root right away. Whenever you can factor out a perfect square right away, do it because it's just going to make the problem more simple. So that means that you now have 4 times the square root of 6 plus 3. So I multiply through. Now I'm going to distribute. So I get 4 times the square root of 6. You don't get the square root of 24. You just get 4 times the square root of 6 plus 12. There you go. And a lot of people are like, hey, you could divide 4 out of both of those. I know. That's the whole point. But that would be going back to where you started. It wasn't equal to 0 or anything like that. You're just simplifying. So this is as simple as it gets. You can't put that together to get 16 square root of 6. It just is 4 square root of 6 plus 12. That's as simple as it goes. Now, what happens with this next one? Holy macanoli, there's like 2 things going on. Well, a couple of options. May I recommend that you be super careful. I could just make it into 2 problems and take like the square root of 6 times both of these things. And then I could do the negative 2/3 times both, or the 2 root 3 times both of the things. You could do it that way. Let's try that. So if I do square root of 6 times the square root of 6. If I do that, that gives me the square root of 36. What is the square root of 36? 6. And then square root of 6 times the square root of 3 gives me plus the square root of 18. Okay, I'm going to stop there just for a moment, but I am going to come back to that. Okay, then what if I do this negative? That's got to multiply by both things as well. So that gives me minus 2 times the square root of 18. And then negative 2 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. Well, the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is the square root of 9. What is the square root of 9? 3. So that gives me, I'll just write it down up here so you can see what I did. It gives me negative 2 times the square root of 9, which is negative 2 times 3, gives me minus 6. Okay, am I done? No. Now I combine like terms. 6 minus 6. What is 6 minus 6? Yes, they cancel out to 0. Then I've got 1 square root of 18 minus 2 square root of 18s gives me negative square root of 18. If you want a 1 there, you can have it. You're like, yes, I'm done. To which I say, no, you're not done. Oh, what goes into the square root of 18? Yeah, square root of 18 breaks into 9 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 2, just the square root of 2. And what am I missing? Minus. Okay, wow. Now some of you might be thinking, I feel like we've done this before. To which I say, oh yes, yes, we have done this before. So, but what we did when we did it, it looked slightly different. What we did before is we made it into a box. So if you love the box method, awesome. If you don't like the box method, don't use it. If you do like the box method, I'm going to do that next. So this one says simplify the square root of 7 minus 3 all squared. As soon as you see that all squared, cross it out and just make another parentheses. And you're going to write this thing right over again. Now, is there a fancy little formula that tells you how to do that? Yes, but fancy little formulas aren't helpful when you don't remember them. So, let's just say it's a square. I'm going to make a box. If you don't want to do the box with me, fine. You can just write it all in one line. Here's what I've got. Square root of 7 minus 3. Square root of 7 minus 3. Okay, let's see what happens. In this box, square root of 7 times the square root of 7 gives me the square root of 49. What is the square root of 49? Yes. Okay, now, right here, I take negative 3 times the square root of 7 gives me negative 3 times the square root of 7. That's the best as it gets. Now, here, I take negative 3 times square root of 7. So now I'm going to take negative 3 times the square root of 7. Gives me negative 3 square root of 7. And then last but not least, in this corner, negative 3 times negative 3 gives me positive 9. Alright, what of these things can I put together? These two can go together. 7 plus 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. And negative 3 root 7 plus negative 3 root 7 gives me negative 6 root 7. Can I simplify that? Nope. That's as good as it gets. So now I'm going to have you try a couple. Just pause and try them. Alright, here are my final solutions. The first one is 2 root 3 plus 5 root 2. Suppose you could write 5 root 2 plus 2 root 3. Then the next one, 15 minus 4 root 11. And the last one, holy moly, that one got big. So I wrote it out across the top, across the side. 6 times 4 root 3 is 24 root 3. 6 times 3 root 6 is 18 root 6. Now you might have this like written down differently, but you would get the same pieces. Negative 2 root 3 times 4 root 3 gives me, oh no, I made a mistake. Let's see, negative 8 times 3, oh, this should be 24. Right, so I'm just going to erase that. Negative 24. Negative 24. Erase this. Negative 24. See, people make mistakes. And you know what happens when you make mistakes? Your brain grows. It's fine. Alright, and then, let's see. Here I get negative 6. Is that right? Yeah, square root of 18. However, negative 6 square root of 18, the square root of 18 breaks down into, so 9 and 2. So the square root of 2 is left over, but 3. So you take out the square root of 9 gives you 3. So right here, negative 6 times 3 root 2 gives me negative 18 root 2. So this kind of has a little bit of a wonky order. Maybe it would be better to go negative 24 plus or minus 18 root 2 plus 24 root 3 plus 18 root 6. But at this point in time, even if you just got all of these pieces put together, that would be amazing. So this is a bunch more complicated. Take your time. I find the biggest issue is when you try to rush and you skip steps. If you take your time, don't skip steps, it'll be all right.